I'm redoing the last video because I noticed in the reflection of my glasses you could see heaps of people's cars and number plates and stuff, and I didn't want to put them on there. So I'm going to do a do-over, and I'm a lot calmer now anyway, so it's probably better. Sorry to the couple of people who saw the last one already. So I caused a scene in a Harvey Norman, unintentionally. Now, I ordered a part on Click and Collect about 10 or so days ago, and I got it when I got this new phone because I broke my phone. And when I got there, they only had the phone, and they're like, "Oh, the other one's not here." And I'm like, "Okay." And then a few days ago, I was going past the area, so I called up just to check on it, and they said it would be 3 days. I said, "Okay." And then by the time I got back to my van after that phone call, I had an email to say, "Actually, it's here." And I was like, "Ugh." So anyway, I was like, "Not going back. I'll go back again when I'm next out." And that was today. So I get to the car park to call them, because that's what I do now, is I order the Click and Collect. Once I know it's ready for pickup, I'll go there, and I'll call them from the car park. I'll be like, "Hey, I'm here in the car park. This is my order number. Can you please have it at the counter because I'm sick and I can't be in there too long. I just need to run in and out." And they're like, "Yep." And usually it's pretty good. However, Harvey Norman, because they have a switchboard, it's not sort of set up that way. And the person on the switchboard didn't give a shit. And she wasn't even listening. And that was already getting to me. And I was in the car park for ages. And I was like, fuck it. And I ended up just going in. And when I got in there, there's like 3 young people, like maybe like teens, like late teens, 20s or something. And they were all huddled around this one computer, like sorting something out. And the music was fucking blasting. And I was like, okay, take my issues aside. This is not normal. Like, I've been into department stores before, and I don't know, maybe my sensory was so heightened, but it was like, like I couldn't. So I've walked in, and I've had my phone, and I've had the order up on the phone, and they're just like, "We'll be with you in a moment." And I'm like, I don't have a moment, because they weren't, like, for me, the amount of times that I'd like been calling from the car park and talking and just trying to get through to her, and I was just at my limit. I was like, "Nah, I'm not going to sit here and wait in all this while there's 3 of them on one problem. The other 2 can sit there and still work it out together while one person takes 5 fucking minutes to get my order." That was in my head. I didn't say that. So I was like, I don't have a moment. And I've actually just gone, I can't do like this sound and this lights, it fucks me, or whatever it is I said. I can't remember exactly what I said because it was a few hours ago now. And I've actually shimmied my phone across the bench and said, when you're ready, or whenever you get the order, let me know. I'm not coming back in until you've got it. And I've walked out, and as I walked out, they actually sorry, I'm in a lot of pain. Sorry. One sec. Okay, got it. I'm going to finish my story before I lose it, and then I'll tell you about that pain thing in a minute. As I was walking out, they turned down the lights and turned the music right off. And I was like, oh. And I was waiting for them, and then the manager actually came out with my order and my phone. And it's funny because I left my phone open and just gave it to him, like, but that's because I was in a trigger. I knew they wouldn't just go through my phone. But he's come out with the order still open on the phone, my product, the receipt. He was all apologetic. He was like, "I'm sorry, we were busy." I was like, "I know." But the lady on the phone, I told her I'm in the car park. I told her I'm sick. The order's been paid for. Like, to take 2 seconds from 3 people. I said, and what I've already gone through with this Click and Collect over the last, like, whatever, He's like, I know, I'm so sorry. I was like, thank you, thank you. Like, I calmed and I left, but I, um, I don't want to cause scenes. And it wasn't huge, and I didn't, like, swear or carry on, but I did sort of just go, rah, rah, like, and just walk out. Oh, okay, okay, my nerves. I need, I ended up playing Tetris with a few things and finding cheaper tires. And the money that I saved on the new tires was $220, which was enough to replace what I spent on buying this phone. But also, I got a 30-minute massage. Well, I went in for a 30-minute remedial, but actually came out having gotten a 45-minute deep tissue with hot stones and all this other stuff. Because as soon as she got in there and touched me, she asked me straight up if I had time to do 45, and she didn't even do remedial. She just started doing all this stuff, and she was doing it, all the pressure points, and she was doing it down my nerves. And since she's done it, all the pain in my nerves, it's like everything she was pressing, it was webbing, and it's like I can feel everything that's wrong with me now. It's like brought it all to surface, and for the last few days, I've really been struggling, like to twist and bend and move properly. Um, every now and then, I'll chuck my hip brace on, um, for a couple of hours because it's just, I think it feels all pinched, like it feels like the muscles are so tight that they're actually pinching around the nerves. And then it pinches on one and it shoots up the others. The thing is, I've had a pinched nerve before. I had it when I was in China, and it brought me to my knees and I couldn't walk or move at all. So I don't know if it's different levels, but I don't. If that's what a pinched nerve does to you, this can't be a pinched nerve because I'm getting around, but it's fucking hurting. Like all through my ass, my hips, like a big web, lower back, like and that's what happens, like I'm like this right now out in nature. So when I walk into somewhere like Harvey Norman Electrical, everything just went, and that's why I just change. Like it's not that I'm meaning to be rude, and I don't want to be disrespectful, and I try so hard, but when you're in agony and you're like just hanging on by a thread and every minute is excruciating and you've got someone there going na 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 na, just gonna tie my shoes, brush my teeth, have a fucking nap, like the sloths at the DMV on Zootopia. You're like, come on, man. And that's where it comes from. It's the pain. It's the pain. So I'm trying to find that balance where I can make people understand and have a sense of urgency without being a cunt, basically. But I'll get there.